Welcome to this practice plan lesson for the course on extended chords and voicings. After watching the lessons in this course, you will now have a basic understanding of where chord extensions come from. So in the previous course, we just looked at 7th chords. So that's extending the chord from the root to the 3, 5 and the 7. And in this course, we've introduced the 9, the 11 and the 13. So that's a C major 13. We also did the same for minor chords and also for dominant chords. In these 4 lessons, I'm going to run over a practice schedule containing 6 different exercises. These exercises have been designed to help you learn and memorize chord extensions for major, minor, and dominant chords. Before attempting to learn this material, you should already have a good grasp of triads, 7th chords, and the 3-note 2-5-1 progression. If that stuff's new to you, then check out our Jazz Piano Foundations course. You can download this PDF supplement which contains the exercise area, the time you should spend on it, the keys so that you make sure you're hitting all 12, and also different variations of each exercise. So for practice slot 1, we're going to focus on the 9th. The 9th is the first of the upper extensions 9, 11 and 13, and so it makes sense to isolate and work on this one first. For this practice slot, we're just going to cover major and minor chords, and then in the next exercises we will also introduce dominant chords and then the full 2-5-1 progression. Now there's a number of drills and variations to this practice slot that you can see in the right hand column. For the first drill, we're just going to build the major and minor 9th chord. We'll stack thirds up from the root to the 9th and then move around the circle of fifths. So starting with C major, here's the root, and we're going to play root, 3, 5, 7 and 9. So that's C major 9. Then let's move around the circle to F. So F major 7, F major 9. Next is B flat. B flat major 9. Also notice that that 9 is the same note as the 2. So if we go up the major scale, it's just the second note but up an octave. Then E flat major 9, A flat major 9, D flat major 9, G flat major 9, or F sharp major 9. Then to B, so B major 9. And just listen to how the 7th chord, and once we add that 9 on top, the chord has a very different character, a different flavour, and a richer flavour and colour. Then to E major 9, A major 9, D major 9, G major 9, and then we're back to C where we started. It's very important that you are looking at each note. So for example, over that G flat major 9, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking root 3, 5, 7, 9. So I'm specifically looking at each note and identifying, which scale degree it is. So make sure you do that for all chords. We're now going to do the same thing with the minor 9th. So what's interesting here is it is in fact the same note we have on top. So C major 9 and C minor 9. All that's changed is that major 3 and major 7 have been dropped by half a step. And now we have the minor quality. So minor 7, minor 9. So there's C minor 9. Let's move around the circle. F minor 9, B flat minor 9, E flat minor 9. And remember when we're doing this, if we can't visualize that 9, it's always a major third above the flat 7, or another way is just to count the second degree of the scale. Then we're going to go to A flat minor 9, D flat minor 9, or C sharp minor 9, then F sharp minor 9, B minor 9, E minor 9. So once you get here, they're a little bit easier because it's all white keys. So E minor 9, A minor 9, D minor 9, G minor 9, and then we're back to C. Now we're going to do the same but in the closed position in our right hand. So there's a couple of different ways to find these voicings. The first is to take the original voicing we just worked with, so this is the sequentially stacked voicing that we did in the last drill. We have the root in our left, and then take the bottom two notes in our right hand and then put these on top, so those two notes would be up here. And you can see that this now kind of encloses the root, so it creates a very different texture to this. We have the rub of these notes, and it's a very important one to learn. So that's the first way you can find it, just take this sequentially stacked one and then move those two notes up. The second method, which I actually prefer, is to memorize the scale degree construction. So no matter what the key, we always play the root in our left, and then we play the 7, 9, 3, and 5. And remember, just like in the last example, to turn that minor, we would just take the major 7 and the major 3 and move it down. We're also working on our scale degree recognition. So I prefer this method, and so that's what I'd recommend doing. So here's the first one. C major 9, then let's go to F major 9, so root, then major 7, 9, 3, and 5. And that's the same in every key. B flat, major 9, E flat major 9, major 7, 9, 3, 5, the exact same scale degrees. A flat major 9, D flat major 9, G flat major 9, B major 9, E major 9, A major 9, D major 9, G major 9. Again, that exact same construction, so root, major 7, 9, 3, and 5. So that it might be a little bit tricky because we, instead of this time having, the major 7 up there, we now have that on the bottom. And then we have the 9 and the 3 just tucked in the middle. And so one thing with jazz is, we don't have to always play the notes like this stacked up. There's many different ways we can voice it. And so by learning these important inversions, this is the first step to get to that point. So there's G major 9 and back to C. So now let's do the same with the minor 9. C minor 9, F minor 9, B flat minor 9, E flat minor 9, A flat minor 9, C sharp minor 9 or D flat minor 9, F sharp minor 9, B minor 9, E minor 9, A minor 9. I just did a little flick there, it can be nice to do that. D minor 9, G minor 9, and back to C. So also these, being able to visualize these shapes gives you some nice things to run around, for right-hand melodic ideas. So you're also working on that in the process. If you are struggling with a specific key, then always fall back to the major or minor scale. So for example, if we wanted to play closed position A flat major and we couldn't work it out, we want to first of all identify the major 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got the root, the 7, and then we need the 9, and that's just a whole step up from the root, and then we put it up here. The major 3 would be there, and then that's the 5, and then we've got our voicing. And so by working it out like that, you're also working on the major scales, and so you can see how all the different areas of the syllabus can tie together in just one practice exercise. For the final 2 drills in this practice slot, we're going to mix open and closed position right-hand voicings, and then incorporate voice leading when moving around the circle. This exercise is a little bit trickier, but it's interesting to see how closely related these voicings are. So we're going to start with this open position C major 9 just stacked up. And then if we just move those top two notes down, you can see that we have the closed position F major 9. And then to move to the next one, the bottom two notes move. So that might be tricky to visualize at first, but you can go all the way around the circle. C major, F major, B flat major, E flat major, these are all major 9s by the way, A flat major 9, D flat major 9, G flat major 9, B major 9, E major 9, A major 9, D major 9, G major 9, and back to C major 9. So now let's reverse that pattern. That time we started with the open position. This time let's start with the closed position in our right hand. So I'm saying open position because the notes are spread out here, and here they're much close together. So this is what I'm referring to as closed position. And so last time we started here and then went to closed position F. Well, this time we start in closed position C and then go to open position F. So let's go through the circle again. C major 9, F major 9, B flat major 9, E flat major 9, A flat major 9, D flat major 9, G flat major 9, B major 9, E major 9, A major 9, D major 9, G major 9, and C major 9. And so I'd recommend that you are consciously analysing what you're playing, so make sure that you're looking at that 9 and saying, there's the 9, 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 there's the 9. And so do that, and also with the other scale degrees as well, and that will help you learn and memorize and remember exactly where the 9th is located. Let's finish practice slot 1 by doing the same circular exercise for minor 9th chords. C minor 9, F minor 9, B flat minor 9, E flat minor 9, A flat minor 9, C sharp minor 9, F sharp minor 9, B minor 9, E minor 9, A minor 9, D minor 9, G minor 9, and back to C minor. And finally the opposite way round. Instead of starting in this position, we now start on the C minor 9 in closed position. C minor 9, F minor 9, B flat minor 9, E flat minor 9, A flat minor 9, C sharp minor 9, F sharp minor 9, B minor 9, E minor 9, A minor 9, D minor 9, G minor 9, and finally back to C minor. So those drills will get you comfortable and familiar with the 9th. In this lesson, we only covered the first practice slot, and in the next lesson, we're going to move on to slot 2, where we extend past the 9th, and look at some exercises to familiarize ourselves with the 11th and 13th.